Yeah, hey baby. G had a rodeo this morning. I was gone hospital to get that pre-test, and I walked. First off, where I was supposed to go, there's no parking. It was all filled up. So I drove around that hospital. It's a big hospital, twice. I finally found a spot. Seriously, one spot. Thought I was going to fight this guy for it because I saw it and I'm headed for it and he is too. I made it first. Luckily, there wasn't no. I love you too, girl. I do love you, but you just can't be like this. Y'all already caused trouble this morning. Luckily, there was no road rage. Then I had to walk in this entrance on the very far end of the hospital and walked literally, I don't know, probably, I'm serious, 300 yards to where I was supposed to check in. And then it's probably another 100 yards down to where they do the blood work and stuff, maybe further. And then, well, I tell you, to where I registered. Then another 200 yards to where they did the blood work. So I'm serious. I am serious about this. I bet there were several football fields at that place, and I'm walking. And people in wheelchairs passing me up. And I was like, I hope y'all get good gas mileage on this. Anyway, got it all done. Nice folks to deal with. It's just they don't have parking spaces. And it had some kind of alarm. Maybe somebody. Hey, bud.
Hey,
how'd you get in here? Oh, you come in on the side gate?
Yeah.
Make sure you latch it and you leave.
Yeah, I will.
My friend Logan.
Hey, how you all doing? I'm not as good looking as Paul.
Oh, no, bud. It takes years to get this good looking. It takes years. I see you parking all your equipment up in my
you think that'll do it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think.
It says here they're predicting 71.9 feet. And I know you don't know what it is here, but do you remember, let's say,
Look for one in
2019? It flooded in 2019?
Yeah, it come up. That's the one. Well, no, it come up, but it comes all up to here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. The only thing I worry about, hang on, let me stop this here. They're jealous of each other. Even Ginger and Mary Ann get jealous of each other. They jealous of her for sure. Tell you what happened now. Funny. I drive up, and it was like driving up to a circus, a 3-ring circus, county fair, whatever. These 3 goats were all out through the yard. Little kids were running in every direction. She was on the porch about to pull her hair out. And I said, baby, how'd the goats get out? You let them out? No, I didn't let them out. These little girls here opened that gate and let them out. They opened that gate on the porch. We just put that new gate on there yesterday. And she told them, she says, don't go out there until I can go out and make sure the goats don't bother y'all. Well, you know, little girls, Carter, Carly, Coda Bear, and I'm sure little Cash helped out. They opened that gate, come out here to play anyway. Left the gate open. Goat saw that gate open. You know how it is when goats see an open gate. All 3 of them. Down the porch they went, out that front gate, which we've got it off right now. I've got to rebuild it. All out in the yard, chewing on every rose bush, every plant. G's chasing them all. Kids, it was a circus. I finally, with help from Bree and G, we got them all pinned back up. But it was a circus, guys. Now, G says And after that got done, I went in and changed clothes. She said, the little girls come back out here, and the little goats didn't bother me. Rear up at them, but they never tried to butt one of them. Except for she said, little baby just followed right along beside Coda, wherever Coda went. That's her baby. All right, I'm gonna go in. Logan worried about the river coming up, and I understand that concern. And I told him, I said, look, Logan, you can park your stuff over here anywhere you want to. I don't think it'll come across this field. It come across this yard in 94, about 6 inches deep. But we'd had 18 inches of rain and or 22 inches of rain, I'll take it back, within like a day and a half. So, I mean, it was just, now it did come across in Harvey, but we had 50 something inches of rain. So, but, you know, we only got, even up river, if they got 8 or 10, 12 inches of rain, I don't think it's enough to flood across here. It could be. But I said, you're welcome to put your equipment up here on the hill. I said, we may take a car or two out, park at Kim's in case we need to go, because the river, if it comes up that much, we'll come around between us and the highway or the road. And we're like stranded on a hill here. And we may have to take a car or two out. The car's set kind of low, and leave them at Kim's. So we'll have transportation if we need to go out. I mean, it's a wade to get out, but we'd have a car to go in when we got there, emergency or whatever. Plus Thursday morning, so I was supposed to have my finger cut on. I don't want to be down there getting that done and the water coming all up around the house here, so we just have to wait and see. All right, I'm gonna cut this off and get in and get me a bite to eat. Well, guys, 4 hours ago, me and Kim driving all around back there. She was picking berries. 4 hours time. So it's coming up fast now. And it had actually dropped down a little bit since yesterday, and it's surging back up. We will, I will move my cattle into the corral tonight, because at this rate, it'll be on this field before dark, where it's coming up. And tomorrow, I'll move them, I think, depending on what it's doing, and it's not supposed to be completely up, I think, until Thursday. Not for sure. But we'll watch it. And I will move my cattle, if it keeps rising tomorrow morning, I'll move them down to where Bree's horses are, and I'll move my goats down there also. That's be the highest point I can go to. And I don't think it's gonna be another Harvey, because we hadn't got no 50 inches of rain in this neighborhood, or even where this river starts and stuff. But they got quite a bit evidently up above us. I think several schools have already turned out. Woody, come on, let's go. But you can't see it from here, but Camp Hattie got water running through it. Yeah, it's got water running through it. It's not going to hurt nothing there. It may wash a chair or two down a ways, pick them up, bring them back. It's not going to wash your fire pit off. I guarantee you, it ain't going nowhere. But I'm going to give Kim a call, because she ain't going to believe this, and I'll bring her back, let her see it. Because we was actually driving all around over there a while ago, 4 hours ago, picking berries, her and I. It's all still high and dry, and Ivan and all of them up there, and the cows all of them in the barn. I will bring them into the corral for tonight. Well, this side, you can see, it's water. Camp Hattie's got water running through it. But it's had water in it before. sorry, back at Jake's pasture. Now, as the river rises, this water will come across right where I'm sitting, through this little swag right through here, and it'll go out across here, right out across yonder. I've seen it all my life. The water from the backside from the river will come around through those trees over there, and it will meet. Then slowly it'll come on up, and water from this creek over here on the far side will eventually start coming out and coming across in the low places. There's a low place right on the other side of that little pine tree there. It's a low place, and it will come across and meet this over here. So Jake will have to move his cows up on his hill, this little top pasture. He'll be fine, I think. And mine, I'll move mine up, and my goats possibly up to with Bree's horses. I can see my chair still on the table over there at Camp Heidi. Yeah, they'll wash that table off. The table's metal, Kim. They ain't gonna wash it. They may flip it over. Hey, bud.
How's it going?
It's come up a bunch in 4 hours.
It come up a lot in the last 4 hours?
Oh, in 4 hours? Yeah, it was still in the riverbanks 4 hours ago.
Oh, really? Yeah, Papa just said it was in the riverbanks 4 hours ago, but now it's on the way up here. So, we already knew some of our short-legged animals, and we're going to, we just wanted to have a look, but we're going to figure out what we're going to do with the rest of them.
I'm going to move my cows, and if I got to talk to Bree, all my cows. Tonight, I'm going to put them in the corral.
Oh, yeah.
And tomorrow, probably move them up to, up there with Bree's horses.
Yeah.
And maybe move my goats and all up there too.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If y'all need a hand, just let us know.
I will, yeah. I'll probably need some help.
All right, sounds good.
I'll turn them goats out, they're going to go everywhere. All right. Goats all out on this field real quick. Let them get some good grazing here before the water comes up on it. Little girl, she can come out with them. Hey, baby. Hey, baby girl. I'm going to sit out here and watch them. That's what I want to see, what happens here. He's looking at her. He's looking at her. Hey, Ivy. He ain't gonna bother us. Okay. I'm more, no, you didn't need to come out of rooster. Somebody called you. Gidget thinks she's gonna herd these goats around too, don't she? Yeah, she said, I can herd goats just as good as Ivan, Papa. Well, baby, you're not going to be the protection Ivan is. I know. Come on, people, let's go. Let's go, people. Let's go. Let's go home. Yeah, you're one of them. Come on, people. Come on, people, let's go. Yeah, you lead the pack. She lead the pack. She loves her goats. For a while, and then I brought him back in with some treats, and Ivan said he didn't get enough. Apple wafers, they love these things. There you go. They're on the ground. You ain't gotta eat out of my hand. I gotta eat out of your hand, Papa. I can't eat off the ground, Papa. High water's coming, son. I want you in here. So tonight, y'all come to goat pen. We'll close you in there, okay? Tomorrow, we may be going out. We may be going out in the front tomorrow. I don't know if you can see it, but all this water down there underneath those trees, it's coming from the river. It's coming back around like I showed you a minute ago. Coming around behind there, behind Jake's building, behind his pond. And it would join where I showed you a few minutes ago down there where it'll come across that low place and join up. And then the very back of his pasture will be cut off from the very front. He's moved his animals to the front. They're safe. They're safe up here. Dan will move his in tonight and they'll be safe. I will move all my cows here and Moses into the corral. And the goats and Ivan, Miracle, and Gidget will be in the goat pen tonight. So they'll all be on this side where the water's at. Hey, baby. Okay, meet me at the gate.
Okay.
All right. Kim wants to go look at the river. When we were down there earlier, she was picking berries where now it's underwater. Anyway, that's the plan. Goats and Ivan and Miracle and Gidget will be in the goat pen tonight. High and dry. And tomorrow, and this should be all probably covered up in water by tomorrow. These cows here, Moses up here will be in the corral, here by the old barn. And tomorrow, we need be, we can start moving them down to Breeze. Guys, I'm gonna be cutting this video off. As you can see, that's all water. And I'm gonna tell you something. I am very proud. Well, I'm proud of you too, son. Very proud of my kids. Proud of every one of them. I saw Lester come over today, thinking ahead and taking some of the animals from the sanctuary back up to Longhorn Lester's where they'll be safe. I see some big fish out there rolling around that water. Anyway, on the other hand, Jake, well, let me go back. Jake moves his animals up to the front of his pasture on the high ground, okay? You see, that's the only high ground we got in the back, right there. It goes across behind Jake. So I brought my cows. They were all already up here. And me and Kim was out here looking at the river. And I said, I'm gonna go in for a few minutes. And if you'll see this video, I let the goats and Gidget and all of them out on the big field. You see it in this video. And they had a great time. And then I went and got them, and I brought them back in their pen. And I told Kim, I'm gonna go in a few minutes. I'm gonna come up because this water was not out here. It was not out here. No water. It wasn't even across yonder. Kim and I went in and talked to G about the river coming up. Kim says we was in the house 15 minutes. I said 20, but I guarantee it wasn't much more than that. And Kim got ready to leave. She come back running back. Dad, come on. The goats are cut off on the pasture up here. And that water was already too deep for the goats to cross. I thought, oh Lord, you know, I don't know how much you'd get on that pasture. It may not cover the whole pasture. But, so I run. Jake comes out, running out. He hears a commotion. Bree comes running out, hearing the commotion. Kim's with me. She said, let me go get Dan. Well, Dan was on his way to Austin, but he hadn't left yet. She goes running over. Dan comes out. I said, Dan, get your side by side. This water's too deep for my mule to go through. And I said, go over, hook on that trailer, put the goats in that trailer and bring them back across. He said, Dad, my side by side won't pull that stock trailer. Too heavy. He said, let me get my truck. His new truck, guys, his new truck. And he comes over and he drives down through that stuff, and it's deep. Now, it wasn't, you know, his truck sets up high. Hooks onto the trailer. Bree goes across. Kim goes across. Now they're wading. They're wading through that water. It's waist deep on them. Jake goes over. And they had a rodeo. They pinned every goat and Gidget in that trailer. Jake had to run down a couple of goats. Oh, Jake's fast. He's fast. He had to run down a couple. He didn't want to get that trailer. Well, in the meantime, Ivan saw me up here calling him, and he comes right on across. He swims right on across that water, comes right on up here to me. Miracle's already up here. She's a little bit smarter than I am. I ain't gonna brag on him. But I'm fixing to go close the goat gate because I don't want them going back out in there tonight. I'd already put the cows all in this. I didn't want to put them in the garden, but I had to put them in my old garden. They probably eat everything I had down out there. But I had to put them in the corral, and they was all standing right there, and we was in a panic. Had to have been for these kids of mine and grandkids, I'd have been up a creek. All my babies been up a creek. I could have got Gidget out, and Ivan come out, but I had a problem getting the goats out. So we load the goats up. Okay, make sure, long story short, we come around with them, and when they're down there, you might see them down there behind Kim's. And I'm gonna call her in a minute and tell her she better pin up her two little girl goats because Duke can climb a fence. Duke will end up going over there and visiting. And I don't think she wants them getting bred. I'm proud of you, Ivan, for coming across that water, son. You're such a good boy. Yeah, you are, Ivan. Don't kick that chicken. I ain't gonna put up a chicken, Pawpaw. All right. We don't know how much it's gonna rise. It come fast. I don't know how much more it's gonna come. I'll be up all night watching it. I'm gonna take both our cars. They sit down low down to Kim's. I may take my black truck down. And I keep my mule up here, and I can always put it up on top of a trailer or something like that if I need to. And I'll have my tractor up here too. I can always drive it up on top of something. I don't think it's gonna get that deep. I don't think it'll come across this field. We're gonna try to take some precautions. I gotta stop this procrastinating. I almost got in trouble. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my explanation about what happened. If you look out across there, you can see water all out across there. It'll come around us on our driveway. That's why I want to take my cars out, just in case, if we need to go somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna get this off to you. Hope you enjoy it. Hit the like button. Listen, some of these videos are coming fast and furious. Some of them are kind of out of sync. I'm sorry, some of them was already recorded and we're trying to get them out off my camera. Don't want to lose them. Trying to put them in some kind of order. Hope you'll understand. Catch you guys later.